Our story begins not with a hero, but with a creature, one that has become both a symbol of beauty and a warning sign for danger. Meet the golden lancehead viper, Bothrops insularis, an animal so rare and so lethal it exists only in one place on Earth, Ilha da Queimada Grande, more famously known as Snake Island. Visually, it's striking. Sleek and agile, with a golden bronze hue that catches the light in the dense Atlantic forest canopy. Its triangular head gives it a distinctly menacing look, and it's this head shape, like the tip of a spear, that inspired its name. But don't let its elegance fool you, this is no ordinary snake. The golden lancehead is an apex predator, armed with a venom so potent, so fast-acting, it has captivated toxicologists and herpetologists alike. What makes this viper unique isn't just its potency, it's the exclusivity of its existence. It doesn't live in jungles or swamps or deserts. It doesn't slither across continents. It lives and survives on a patch of land no larger than 106 acres, marooned 20 miles off the southeastern coast of Brazil. That patch is its entire world, and every story about Snake Island, from sensationalist headlines to cautious scientific papers, comes down to this one snake and its evolutionary legacy. But how did this serpent come to rule one of the most dangerous and forbidden places on the planet? Why is its venom so much more powerful than that of its mainland relatives? And how did one species end up with an entire island to itself? To answer that, we have to go back, far back, to the end of the last ice age. Because the golden lancehead didn't choose its island. It was trapped there by time, by geology, and by forces far beyond its control. This isn't just a story of a deadly snake. It's the origin story of a natural marvel shaped by isolation, desperation, and evolution. To understand the golden lancehead's island home, we need to travel back about 11,000 years to the end of the last ice age. During this period, massive glaciers that had locked up vast amounts of the Earth's water began to melt, causing global sea levels to rise steadily. What was once continuous land along the coast of present-day Sao Paulo, Brazil, started to fragment as the rising Atlantic Ocean swallowed low-lying areas. One particular hilltop, home to a population of pit vipers known as Bothrops jararaca, found itself slowly becoming isolated. This high ground, once connected to the mainland, gradually turned into an island as the surrounding land was submerged. Over time, this isolated landmass became what we now call Ilha da Queimada Grande, Snake Island. Measuring only about 106 acres, the island is small but rugged, featuring steep cliffs that rise sharply from the ocean. There are no sandy beaches or easy landing spots, and dense tropical forests cover much of the rocky terrain. Its natural defenses, both geographical and biological, make it a fortress almost impossible to invade. For the vipers stranded there, this transformation was a radical change. Their ecosystem was cut off from the mainland, including the rodents and small mammals they relied on for food. While free from many mainland predators, the snakes faced a new challenge: survival in a limited, resource-scarce environment. The island was both their prison and their proving ground. This geological event, an island born from rising seas, set in motion a unique evolutionary path. The vipers trapped on Ilha da Queimada Grande were forced to adapt in ways that would eventually make them unlike any other snake on Earth. This island isolation would shape not only their behavior and diet, but also the deadly venom that defines their existence today. With no ground-dwelling prey left on the island, the golden lancehead vipers faced an urgent survival challenge. Unlike their mainland ancestors who hunted small mammals like rodents, these snakes had to adapt to an entirely new food source: migratory birds. These birds stopped on the island during their long journeys across the Atlantic, offering a fleeting opportunity for the vipers to hunt. But hunting birds is a completely different challenge. When bitten, a small mammal might stumble and die nearby, allowing the snake to track it easily. Birds, however, can fly away quickly, escaping the snake's reach before the venom takes full effect. This meant the vipers had to evolve a venom capable of incapacitating their prey almost instantly, preventing them from flying off and escaping. Over thousands of years, natural selection favored snakes with faster acting and more potent venom. The golden lancehead's venom became significantly more toxic than that of its mainland relatives, developing an ability to kill or paralyze a bird within seconds. This rapid effect ensures the snake doesn't lose its meal to the skies. The venom itself is a complex cocktail of toxins that attack the prey's blood, tissues, and nervous system. It causes severe pain, swelling, internal bleeding, and tissue damage, and can lead to kidney failure. One of the most notable effects is necrosis, where the venom essentially begins to dissolve the flesh around the bite, starting the digestive process early. This adaptation is a dramatic example of an evolutionary arms race, driven by the snake's need to survive in its isolated environment. The venom's speed and strength are not just deadly, but perfectly tuned for the island's unique ecology. Intriguingly, while the venom is a lethal weapon, it also holds medical promise. Related lancehead species venom has been studied for developing drugs to treat conditions like high blood pressure, showing that nature's deadliest toxins can also be life-saving. Ilha da Queimada Grande, or Snake Island, has long been wrapped in myths and eerie stories that add to its deadly reputation. One of the most persistent legends claims that pirates deliberately released the golden lancehead vipers on the island to protect their hidden treasure. While this tale captures the imagination, it's pure fiction. Scientific evidence shows the snakes have been isolated here for thousands of years due to natural geological changes, not human interference. Another chilling story centers around the lighthouse keeper who lived on the island during the early 20th century. From 1909 until the 1920s, a lighthouse operated manually to guide ships along this treacherous stretch of the Brazilian coast. According to local lore, the keeper and his family were overwhelmed by a sudden invasion of snakes entering through an open window, resulting in their deaths. Although no official records confirm this event, it underscores just how dangerous living on the island truly was. Recognizing the lethal risk, the Brazilian Navy automated the lighthouse in the 1920s, eliminating the need for human presence on the island. Since then, the island has remained officially off-limits to the public. Today, only Brazilian Navy personnel and a select group of scientists are permitted to visit, primarily for lighthouse maintenance and research purposes. These visits are tightly controlled, with strict safety protocols, including carrying antivenom and medical staff on hand. The island's official closure serves two critical purposes: protecting people from the island's extreme danger and preserving the fragile golden lancehead population. Poaching is a real threat. These snakes fetch exorbitant prices on the black market, ranging from $10,000 to $30,000 per specimen. Illegal collectors risk their lives to capture these snakes, further endangering an already critically endangered species. The story of human interaction with Snake Island is a tangled mix of legend, caution, and modern conservation challenges. When people hear about Ilha da Queimada Grande, they often imagine a snake lurking behind every tree, leading to the popular claim that there's one snake per square meter. But is this really true? Biologists who have studied the island say that this number is an exaggeration when considering the island as a whole. Large portions are rocky and barren, unsuitable for snakes. However, in the dense forested areas where the golden lancehead vipers thrive, the snake density can approach this terrifying figure, meaning you could be mere feet from a venomous snake at any time. The danger isn't just in numbers. The golden lancehead's venom is incredibly potent and fast-acting, far deadlier than that of its mainland relatives. This venom evolved specifically to kill quickly, a necessity when hunting birds that can fly away. The combination of lethal venom and high snake density creates an environment where the risk of a fatal encounter is extremely high. The island's rugged terrain compounds the danger. Steep cliffs, dense vegetation, and rocky outcrops provide countless hiding places, making it nearly impossible to avoid the snakes. There are no clear paths or safe zones for visitors, turning every step into a gamble. Add to that the island's isolation, about 20 miles off the Brazilian coast, and the lack of immediate medical help means that a snake bite is a race against time. With these factors combined, the lethal venom, the dense population, the unforgiving landscape, and the remote location, Snake Island makes a strong case as one of the deadliest places on the planet. While other locations might have larger predators or more varied threats, few can match the concentrated, relentless danger found here. Every moment on the island is a reminder of nature's raw power and the fine line between survival and death. Despite its fearsome reputation, the golden lancehead viper is a species in serious trouble. Classified as critically endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, its entire population is confined to the tiny Ilha da Queimada Grande, which covers just about 106 acres. This extreme isolation has resulted in a very limited gene pool, leading to concerns about inbreeding and genetic health. In fact, scientists have documented an unusually high number of intersex individuals within the population, a rare condition that signals genetic stress and potential reproductive challenges. Beyond genetics, the species faces threats from human activity. Illegal poaching is a persistent problem, with some collectors willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars for a single golden lancehead. This black market demand puts tremendous pressure on a population that cannot easily replace lost individuals. Moreover, the snake's survival depends heavily on the migratory birds that rest on the island, which serve as their primary food source. Habitat loss and environmental changes on the mainland threaten these bird populations, posing an indirect but serious risk to the snake's food supply. The island's history itself bears scars of human impact. The name Ilha da Queimada Grande means big burning, a reference to failed attempts to clear the land with fire for banana plantations in the early 20th century. These fires damaged the island's fragile ecosystem and demonstrated just how vulnerable this unique habitat is to disturbance. Ironically, the very danger posed by the golden lancehead is what protects its home. The island's deadly reputation keeps most people away, serving as a natural conservation shield. The Brazilian government strictly controls access, allowing only limited visits by Navy personnel for lighthouse maintenance and authorized researchers who follow rigorous safety protocols. The challenge now is to maintain this delicate balance, protecting a species that could kill humans with a single bite while ensuring it does not disappear from the planet. The golden lancehead is a testament to nature's power and fragility, an evolutionary marvel that demands our respect and protection. Ilha da Queimada Grande stands as one of the most extraordinary natural laboratories on Earth, a place where evolution's relentless forces have created something both deadly and fascinating. The golden lancehead viper is not merely a venomous snake. It is a symbol of survival, adaptation, and the delicate balance of isolated ecosystems. Its existence challenges our understanding of nature's power and vulnerability, reminding us that some places on the planet operate under rules vastly different from our own. While its reputation as the deadliest spot on Earth is well earned, the island is far more than a horror story. It is a vital piece of our planet's biodiversity and a warning about the consequences of isolation, human interference, and environmental change. The lessons learned here reach beyond venom and danger. They speak to the importance of respecting and protecting the world's most fragile habitats. Looking ahead, the future of Snake Island depends on careful stewardship. Scientists continue to study the golden lancehead's venom for medical breakthroughs, while conservationists work to safeguard the island's ecosystem from both natural and human threats. The Brazilian government's strict protection policies are crucial, but the ongoing risks from poaching and environmental change mean vigilance must remain high. Ultimately, Ilha da Queimada Grande is a powerful reminder. The deadliest places on Earth are often also the most precious and mysterious. They hold secrets about life's incredible adaptability and survival that we are only beginning to understand. And perhaps the greatest respect we can give to such places is to observe from afar, protecting them so future generations can marvel at nature's most extreme creations safely and responsibly. Now we want to hear from you. What other places on Earth do you think deserve the title of deadliest or most uniquely dangerous? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the planet's most fascinating mysteries.